Exterior. After a storm comes through, timing is very important. So call or visit our website now for a free estimate.
Crosby Roofing and Gutters. Quality you can look up to.
He was going to kill me, it's believed, on the day that I was rescued.
Real people.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real problems.
We thought, oh, well, they're going to let her go.
Real life solutions.
It will save lives, no doubt about it.
Investigate TV Plus.
Wishing you and your family love and light this holiday season.
You're watching News 12 live at 5. Continues.
Well, as the sun sets tonight, we'll have some very chilly temperatures, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get below freezing across our area, which is why we're going straight to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale. Riley.
Man, I have an update on these cold temps the rest of the week in just about 10 minutes.
All right, thanks, Riley. A tricky Georgia law is causing headaches for bar owners in Augusta. In the Peach State, cities can only choose one Sunday for bars to sell alcohol each year.
Augusta already decided on Super Bowl Sunday for 2024, and some bars are frustrated because that means they can't serve on New Year's Eve, Cinco de Mayo, or St. Patrick's Day this year since they all fall on Sundays, too.
But we've uncovered that the last time New Year's Eve was on a Sunday in 2017, the rules were not enforced. We found despite at least one club being open and serving alcohol on New Year's Eve in 2017, no incident reports were found enforcing the Sunday sales law back then. Despite this, bars are still trying to find ways to celebrate the new year downtown, including themed parties the day before New Year's Eve.
Some events online are labeled almost New Year's Eve. Some even say New Year's Eve. Others are simply accepting this year's Sunday rule. We caught up with Veronica Simpkins, who is a part of Phase 360 band performing at the Marriott the Saturday night before New Year's Eve.
I just think that's awesome that we're going to be able to provide that at the Marriott in a safe environment, and also with some live entertainment with Phase 360, who's going to come out and perform for us, and there'll also be a live DJ as well on scene.
All new on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're going to show you what the new year looked like back in 2017 and hear more from Phase 360 on still making the best of it this year.
Georgia Power customers will soon see a rate increase to their bills. That's because the Public Service Commission just approved the increase to help recover costs for the new units at Plant Vogel. This is a slightly lesser rate increase than what Georgia Power was originally aiming for. Roughly 96,000 Georgians will qualify for a discount on their bill if they earn less than the double of the federal poverty line and receive Social Security or are part of the Section 8 housing. Unit 3 went into operation in July, and Georgia Power believes Unit 4 will go into operation during the first quarter of the year. This rate hike will take effect when that happens.
Big news for Augusta Tech. The college is announcing 3 new programs for students. One of them fits right in with the Cyber City, a cyber crime specialist certification. Starting in the spring, students can train in computer forensics, and criminal justice professionals can enhance their skills on the cyber side of things. This 6-class course is being added to address the growing need in this field.
With technology, you need security, and it's growing and growing. More and more people are looking for ways to get into systems and abuse this type of technology. This is just another way that we're introducing cybersecurity to our other degrees.
The other new programs are junior web developer and specialty printing. All 3 will be available in the spring semester.
There's only a few days left to help the Salvation Army raise money for the Red Kettle campaign. The Salvation Army of Augusta has been highlighting just some of the amazing bell ringers on their Facebook page, including students from Evans Middle School, the Italian American Club of Augusta, and Calvin Johnson, the Battle of the Bells winner. There's just 5 days left to donate and help the Salvation Army reach their goal of $225,000. Every cent of that money stays right here in the Augusta area.
And it's not just the Red Kettle campaign. The Salvation Army's Angel Tree program is granting more wishes than ever for local families in need. All new on News 12 at 6 o'clock, our Hallie Turner shows us how families' Christmas wishes are coming true. Evangelical Christian leaders showing support for the Jewish community in Georgia.
Our State House reporter Abby Soros breaks down what they're demanding from state lawmakers.
Faith leaders, including the pastor here at this church in Stone Mountain, penning a letter to state lawmakers showing their support for legislation that would create a legal definition for anti-Semitism.
Dear Senator, we write today as leaders of American and Georgia religious communities and organizations.
The only Jewish member of the Georgia House, Esther Panich, says this letter gives her hope.
It took a weight off because many Jews feel alone right now.
State lawmakers received the letter showing support for her bill that would create a legal definition of anti-Semitism.
We urge you to advance this legislation without delay.
According to a study from the Anti-Defamation League, anti-Semitic attacks are on the rise, up 35% from last year. Anti-Semitic flyers like these have been left in driveways across the state of Georgia.
I never thought we would see it here, but it's here. It's on our shores. It's on our campuses.
The flyers are covered under free speech, but for hate crimes, including assaults, this would mean tougher penalties for someone committing a crime because of someone's race, religion, disability, gender, sexual orientation, or national origin.
The next step for this bill is a vote from the Senate.
Panich says with this letter, she's cautiously optimistic that the bill will pass this upcoming legislative session, which kicks off in January. In Stone Mountain, I'm Abby Kasoris.
Georgia and South Carolina are two of the many states behind a $700 million settlement with Google. This stems from allegations the company stifled competition against its Android app store. The Justice Department was also involved in the antitrust lawsuit. About $630 million from the settlement will go to a fund to benefit around 120 million consumers with a payout of at least $2. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson says this settlement underscored promoting competition in the free market.
Still ahead, a shocking smash and grab here at a jewelry store caught on camera. We hear from the store owner and see how he stopped the suspects in their tracks. It was so shocking that I was shocked when I read it.
Hey, we're going to have to wait and see that video coming up. We do have a very cold forecast tonight, as low as 20 degrees by tomorrow morning. See how long this cold air sticks around. That full forecast next.
Then get the over there. We are going to go stand there.
You are not talking about.
Let's go over here.
The body cam you're watching took place in Sylvania more than a month ago. This report from the same incident you just watched appears to tell a different story from the video, and we're breaking it all down for you all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Forever home. No foster child is unadoptable. Grant Me Hope, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 on News 12.
Hey, Chip, what's the matter?
Man, this name change is stressing me out.
Everyone will know we still specialize in Medicare.
Yeah, I know that, but what about this?
Are you 64.com?
We are looking at our next opportunity for some rain. Currently doesn't necessarily look like an all-day washout, but this will all be thanks to our next warm front pushing into the region, so that will be enough to maybe just bring us a few raindrops, but still a good ways out, so time for it to change. We do have the first official day of winter happening on Thursday. We are going to be feeling like winter the rest of the weekend. Those temperatures getting more seasonable by the weekend.
All right, thanks for that, Riley. Scary moments for employees at a jewelry store in Charlotte after three masked men rushed in and started just smashing displays.
And as Ron Lee shows us, the robbery and what happened next was all caught on camera.
There's very little time to think.
No warning and little time to react when masked men with evil intent show up at the front door.
It's definitely not the first time they've done this.
Last Friday afternoon, just before closing time at the Ballantyne Jewelry Store, a foreboding sight. An SUV with paper tags backs into a parking spot. Three men, armed with sledgehammers and bad intentions, make their way towards the front door.
I saw three guys running here with sledgehammers.
Yuhan Tekin is one of the owners at this family jewelry store, a shop that's been a part of this community for decades. He says that when the trio breached the front door, that's when they headed toward the high-end merchandise.
Started smashing our watch cases, then continued on to the jewelry section of the store.
The lead guy punching his way through 13 display cases holding Rolex watches and diamonds. The other two scampering to grab whatever they could through the shattered glass.
It's a shame to see that this is, what's happening all over the country.
Crimes like this have happened in our area before as well. Not long ago at Birkdale Village, the Fink's jewelry store was hit not once but twice. The fact that this is happening has some store owners checking the front door every time it opens.
The smash and grab stuff is pretty prevalent right now.
Tekin tells me he decided he had one course of action to get these thieves out of his store.
I put my clip in, cocked the gun.
Tekken tells me he grabbed his pistol from the office and at gunpoint forced the hooded men out of his store, retreating back to their car.
That basically saved the store, protected us and my family, and thankfully they were out of here.
And the store owner says that between the damage done and the stolen jewelry, his loss is in the six figures, but he says most of all he's thankful that none of his staff were hurt. Authorities are still searching for those suspects tonight.
Are you still trying to round out your Christmas shopping? Well, I'm Jamie Tucker. Coming up, if you have someone on your list who goes to the gym or runs, I've got some tech gadgets that will be a perfect fit.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
Find your...
Well, you're running out of time to finish up your Christmas shopping, but if you have someone on your list who's active and likes the gym, we may be able to help you out here.
Our consumer tech reporter Jamie Tucker rounded up some tech gadgets for anyone athletic on your shopping list.
What the Tech, sponsored by Augusta Preparatory Day School.
No doubt the easiest people to buy for are people with hobbies, like golfers or gardeners. And if you have someone on your list who goes to the gym or is always chasing that runner's high, here's some tech gadgets they would love to have in their workout bag.
First, a couple of things are always in my gym bag. One of my all-time favorite gadgets is the Tap Lock, a padlock for the gym locker that needs no combination or key. It uses your fingerprint. A biometric sensor is on the face of the lock, and when you place your finger on it, it opens. You can also unlock it from a smartphone app. They may have a pair of Bluetooth earbuds, but an extra pair in the gym bag ensures they'll never be without music. Bose earbuds are top of the line, comfortable, and cancel any noise from treadmills and plates clanging together. Anchor's line of earbuds also have noise canceling at half the price. No worries about dead batteries either. Both sets last for weeks on a single charge. Early bird runners can jog safely with a She's Birdie personal alarm, small enough to carry or attach to clothing. And if they feel unsafe, just pull, and a loud noise and flashing lights can chase away any threats. Or gift them an annual subscription to a fitness app or Apple Fitness. Strava is best for runners. MyFitnessPal tracks workouts and calories. And for weight training, my choice is Strong. Subscriptions to any of these is under $100 a year.
The apps share that data with Google Fit and Apple Health. You can find those apps and a lot more fitness apps in the app stores. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
These health gifts also work great for any New Year's resolutions. Links to all of them mentioned will be on our website or our WRDW app.
Well, it's been a tough sledding for the Atlanta Falcons as of late, losing back-to-back games against two division opponents.
News 12 Sports Director Dan Booth joins us now to bring us up to speed on the Falcons' playoffs hopes.
The instability at the quarterback position has led to the building frustration for fans throughout most of the season. But despite their recent struggles and currently having a 6-8 record, the Falcons are still in a position to make the playoffs. Now, that heart-wrenching loss to the Panthers on Sunday in the pouring rain, who still have the worst record in the league, is forcing head coach Arthur Smith to once again make a change at quarterback. Taylor Heineke will be the starter instead of Desmond Ridder when the Falcons face the Colts at the Benz on Christmas Eve.
We're not where we want to be. We've lost some close games. But it's not over. And we will die trying to make sure we get this right and just go win this game. And let's see what happens. Thankfully, we still have some life. But I understand the frustration. We want to win. And that's your job, is to win.
Despite those back-to-back losses, with 3 games to go, the Falcons are still only 1 game out of that final wildcard spot. Yesterday, we brought you the Georgia Under the Lights top 5 plays of the year. And tonight, as promised, our South Carolina teams are joining the party. You can watch the countdown of our best South Carolina plays on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
I appreciate that, Dan. We are expecting a cold night up ahead, but we will see a warming trend with our afternoon high temperatures the next few afternoons. Back into the 50s tomorrow and Thursday, then closer to 60 as we get closer into the weekend. Now look at that 70 forecast just after the break.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, what are you waiting for?
Call George Sink Injury Lawyers at all 9s now.
The sooner you call, the sooner they can help.
George Sink Injury Lawyers has the experience to help you get your money faster. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call all 9s.
MemoryNet. Clarity, care, community.
There's a lot I love about this time of year.
I love the giving spirit and being around loved ones.
I love the cold weather and the excitement in the air.
I love knowing that another year has passed helping those who need it.
For my wife Jeanette, Louie, and myself, happy holidays.
We all know our communities aren't perfect, but reporting on problems is just half the story. It takes commitment and compassion for all of us to come together and work towards finding a solution. That's the part of my job at News 12 I love the most, when we can identify a problem, but then work together to find out how to fix it. We all want our kids to have a good education, access to healthcare, safe neighborhoods, so we can all grow together. Our communities are so diverse, but we all have that one thing in common. This is where we call home.
In Asheville, the Western North Carolina Nature Center is wrapping up a very successful year. In 2023, they welcomed 19 new animals, including the birth of 7 endangered red wolf puppies. They've grown up quickly and are now open for viewing.
Also new to the center is Tuft and Kohana, 2 bobcat kittens. They were recently introduced to the exhibit for guests to see. They're both roughly 5 months old, and they are still getting familiar with the enclosure and learning their ropes. Eventually, they'll be able to meet the adult female bobcat that also lives at the Nature Center. I want one.
We just had an overload of cuteness.
Absolutely. They had a little bit of snow up in Asheville yesterday, so they probably had some fun out there at the Nature Reserve, the Nature Center. But good stuff
Look
there.
at them, they look like kittens.
They do, and
They are bobcat kittens.
They're
I
fun
know,
when
but
they're that size,
you know what I
but
mean.
they get bigger, so yeah, don't get one as a pet. Hey, we got clear skies out there, already hitting the 30s at Bushfield, so we are just about an hour or two away from most likely hitting freezing, and then we're going to just see those temperatures continue to bottom out into the 20s for the rest of tonight, and most likely by tomorrow morning, I'd imagine most spots are in the mid and even low 20s, and you can see our model here actually favoring maybe Saluda gets as low as 19 degrees. So if these temperatures verify, that would tie the coldest temperatures we have seen so far for 2023. So very impressive cold out there tonight. Make sure you are protecting your sensitive outdoor plants, and make sure your pets have a way to stay warm. Luckily, the next couple of afternoons do start to trend a little bit warmer for us. We're hitting the upper 50s by Thursday, 60 by Friday, and then into the weekend looks really nice. So we should actually see high temps near 63 Saturday and Sunday, and not much rain in our forecast. So outdoor plans looking good to go the rest of the week. We will notice a few more clouds showing up the next several days, and then as we head late to this weekend, we could see some rain start Sunday night, but looking more likely by Monday.
All right, thanks, Riley. Stick with us. We have more news, weather, and sports coming up after a short break on News 12 at 6 o'clock.